ones that we want to change out, yeah, I believe so.
I know they're going to 150 watt LED.
Correct.
The light's better, it's,
Yeah, and they have, as part of the package, there'll be a payback period. I think with the investment and the offset of the group, what they kick in, it's a 2.5-year payback period to
yeah,
switch
it's
them out.
pretty quick.
Yeah, so it's, but we'll have that coming up.
That's one question for you.
Sure.
You said that, it says here repair and maintenance. You said that there's a separate appropriation in next fiscal year for maintenance. I just wanted to know why it says maintenance in here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
Oh,
going back to. Because it looks like once you do this repair, you're asking for a not to exceed amount of 16, the exact cost of the repair. So there isn't going to be any dollars left for ongoing light replacement or maintenance.
Until July 31st.
So
I mean, July 1st, excuse me. So we'll have money in there starting July 1st for the next fiscal year.
So there's already money in there for maintenance from the previous budgeted year, so you don't need any of that, you just need the money to fix this, correct?
Correct.
Okay, now, based on approval, when they're gonna get starting on this? Because I've had somebody asking me quite a bit about this.
Yeah.
Because it's a bus stop, and that was one of the issues, so.
They will be able to start fairly quickly. I can't give you a specific date,
Okay.
but I'll ask them and try to have an answer for you
Okay,
tomorrow.
well, he's
Some
gonna
of
be
the
happy
work's
with
already
stuff.
been done according to the quote.
Well, at least
the
the
investigation,
investigation,
changing
right.
some lamps.
Right.
The big expense is getting 100 and so many feet of wire.
Well,
replaced.
I think there's no light, there's a bus
Sure.
stop right there.
I'm just saying, to
Yeah.
your concerns already, it's sort of moving
Are they out all the way from Pelham to Inkster?
Well, some of them are. There's like sections.
Telegraph? Okay.
Sections.
Well, that-
And one of the issues is that I'm sure you guys are getting calls from residents, but we're getting
Yeah.
calls from one of the biggest taxpayers in the city of Taylor, which is
Yes.
Masco, right?
Right.
Masco is
Well, that's
really
where the bus
unhappy that
stop
these
is.
are out, and so this will
There's several-
definitely
yeah, there's
satisfy
several
them as
stuff
well.
in.
Yeah.
Well, that might answer my question. I was, I know you've talked about how many lights are out in the city. I wasn't sure out of all of them how this got to be done first, and if there's an overall lighting strategy that we know what we're gonna do second and what we're gonna do third.
Well, a lot of them were bulbs, I mean, that's all, they were simple fixes. I think some of the ones on Telegraph are still bulbs, but they're permit driven, so there's involvement with MDOT that we need their participation. This is actual, there's components that have failed, and so this requires actual repairs to the, I don't know, is it a daisy chain issue, Dave? I mean, they're not supposed to be daisy chained, but apparently there's a series that are, they're hooked together, so when you lose one, you lose 8 more.
Like your Christmas tree lights.
Right, so Masco has been very patient, but they're going to be happy to see that, this is getting resolved.
I think a lot of the neighbors, and I've gotten a lot, I live in the north end, so
Right.
I've got a lot of calls on this. Yeah, it's right there, so.
I've been giving everybody your number.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Madam Chair, and again, keep in mind, these the city physically owns, and we have a master meter that feeds them, and we pay for them. The ones on Telegraph and other streets besides this stretch and North Line, west of Telegraph, are actually owned by DTE, so they maintain
Right,
it.
okay.
Do you want to take out and maintain or amend this?
It's just,
Well, if it's in
just
there, it's
technicality.
fine.
I just wanted to make sure that the not to exceed amount was correct, because if there was going to be some maintenance after this repair that wouldn't be covered,
Okay.
so.
Okay, item 14 is a motion to approve the purchase of lease equipment from Michigan Cat for an amount not to exceed $393,711.20. Wow. To be paid for through Act 179.
This is the money that was left over basically from the original price for the tub grinder.
Correct.
Okay.
And Jason can add to this. When we made the budget amendment for Act 179, it was about $905,000. That was not solely for the tub grinder. It was in part the tub grinder, which was $515. These are 3 loaders that the compost site has had a lease purchase on. This is basically the balloon notes for them at the end of their life. So this was something that the city has already paid a large portion of. This is just the balance. And then the rubbish cans, they were another item that came out of that 905,000.
Another question. I remember past administration where a gentleman walked up and handed a set of keys for like a 2-year lease or something like that. Did we ever utilize that or no? No.
Where's those keys? We'll go
I mean,
get
is the offer still standing and would it
I don't
benefit
know, we've
us?
had some dialogue with them, we're still trying to see, we've used, there was a small credit related to it, we've used a little bit of that through the winter when one of our front end loaders went down, or our skid steers went down. We've used it for generators, we've been kind of, trying to, there was a credit related to it, but, I don't know where that stands today.
Tell them I'm holding them to it.
Well, there is a credit. I'll find out, I can find out what that amount is.
Item 15 is a motion to approve construction engineering services from Wade Trim for Beach Daily Road resurfacing project for an amount not to exceed $109,000. How much of a stretch is this?
This, Madam Chair, this is basically from Pennsylvania to Eureka.
1 mile?
Yeah.
That's in real bad shape.
kind of gives the rates of Wade Trim right there.
Well, yeah.
Well, but that is somewhat different. As this is a specific grant type, there are a lot additional fees involved in requirements from MDOT. So this isn't necessarily reflective of their current rates to the city. We'll round that up for tomorrow. But I can tell you this, that this particular type of project has a little more fees than, your standard grants.
When is this being paid through? This is being paid through?
I got F-1s. Oh, no. So that doesn't,
What was your question, Steve?
Where is this being paid through? This $109,000.
general fund?
No, it's from DPW, Administration and Engineering.
$16 is a motion to approve amending CCR number for the repair of the scare machine and scare manufacturing for an additional $1,617.90.
Madam Chair, just to explain this, the council, this council had approved the previous item for the difference between the 12,407, so less than $1,617, based on a written quote that we had received. When we went back to order it, they realized that they had priced us out the wrong part, which was about a $1,600 difference. So this is increasing that authority.
So,
I agree.
how does that affect the bid that, didn't you get, you had 3 quotes, right, initially?
No, there's only one.
Oh, it was a
Yeah.
source,
Yeah.
okay,
A
never mind,
specific piece of
scratch that.
equipment.
Okay.
Next item 17 is motion to receive and file.
We should make them stick to their quote, though.
Yeah.
We tried.
Yeah.
This is for the MS Foundation to solicit funds on June 7th, 2014. And that's it.